So if you're building a captor racer, you've probably come to the point where you need to hide the battery. The battery is the biggest, most cumbersome, ugliest thing on the motorcycle, and the best place to hide it is in between the center stand. Now I've come up with a product called a center stand battery box. This one's specifically for CB550, and in today's video, we're gonna talk about why I made it, how I made it, and the benefits of having your battery in between the center stand. Let's talk about some of the options you have when it comes to hiding the battery. Some people hide it under the seat, some people put it in the center triangle, some people will put it under the tank if it's a custom tank, and obviously some people will hide it in the center stand. Now the center stand, in my opinion, is the best option because it gets it out of the way, it's low, it looks good, you can run your battery cables up the frame to your M unit and have no issues. It's very easy to hide those cable runs, and that's why I've chose to make this product. So let's get into what actually comes with the box, what it's made out of, and how it works. So it's a two-piece shell design. It's made out of stainless steel, which is very thick. It's durable, it holds up to the elements, especially underneath the bike. It can be painted, it can be left raw. I tend to leave them raw on my bikes because I think they look cool. It has pressed in hardware, which is a 6mm stud that kind of goes through the center stand mount. That is paired with a machined spacer that I machined right here on that CNC machine. And this is a shouldered spacer, and the inside diameter of the center stand mount actually is the same diameter of this. It presses right in, closes up the gap, and holds the center stand box center. Let's walk over to the CB550 and I'll show you what needs to be done for this to work. It's very straightforward. Let's jump into it. There is something that you need to cut on the frame in order for this to work, and you can use a lot of different tools to do it. You can use a grinder with a cutoff wheel. You can use a hacksaw, a little hacksaw. You can use a sawzall. It doesn't really matter, but you do need to cut this off so that the battery box can clear in the center stand. The other thing you need to do is you actually need to widen this gap here. Now, I know there's some people, well, why would you do that? You're deforming the mount, all these things. But when I was thinking about ways to mount this, whether it was cut this off completely, include a weldable mount on there that had a slot here that would clear the stud on the battery box, a lot of people didn't like that. I actually ran a survey on what people would like and how they would like to install this, and this was the option that was voted most upon. Get it right in there, pushes right on. Now you can see that the stud is not center, and that's what these shouldered spacers are for. Pops right in just like that. You have your washer, which is right here. The washer goes over the stud. Boom, tighten that bolt up. Same on the other side. And that thing isn't going anywhere. The battery still comes out. You don't need to take the whole box apart. Just pull this top cover or the front cover off, slides down, battery comes right out. You want to swap batteries, throw it back in, top cover, and the bolt, and obviously you would tighten that. And I would throw a little bit of blue Loctite in the top bolt, and there it is. Pretty straightforward, very, very easy. It fits right in, it's solid, it's not going anywhere, and it's very durable. This stuff is really thick. It's gonna hold up to the elements, and yeah, great solution for the battery. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. I hope this product helps you with your build. Feel free to reach out to me at kyle@13motorcycles.com. That's my email if you have any questions about this product. Also, if you want to support the shop, I just got some new hats in. I got this one in camo and another one in black. Every dime that I make from my online store goes right back into building the shop out. As you can see, if you've been following me for a little bit, the shop looks completely different, and I've been adding things, CNC machines, lathes, mills, and it's been quite a bit of work to get everything in here, but now I'm at a point where I feel like I can do anything in the shop, and the YouTube videos are going to continue to roll out over the next couple months. So it's been a long time coming. I appreciate everyone who's stuck with me, and I know I don't post that often, but now I'm at a point where I feel like this is a legit shop, and it's been something I've been working for the last 12 years, and I'm extremely grateful. So thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, like I said, reach out. But until next time, see ya.